George Ford, ball in hand. Sale playing from left to right in blue. And Gloucester in their traditional strip of cherry and white. Ball claimed by Will Trenholm, who was one of those who led the charge against the Chiefs a couple of weeks ago. He was really hungry, put himself about to very good effect. And that did allow a decent platform for Tomas Williams to bring his bag of tricks. Here's Carpenter, Joe Carpenter for Sale. Out of action for the last couple of weeks. O'Flaherty. War, quick ball for Ford, a Poku for Jaw. One part of this very, very young Sale Sharks front row. A couple of 20-year-olds and a 21-year-old. Over the top goes Marius Lowe. Dugdale hauled down by Loader. There's Alfie Longstaff, 20-year-old from North Yorkshire. And Hiron Andrews back in the ranks as well. Carries it up. War to Ford. Lovely quick ball this for the Sharks. Maasi White. Ford again, just massaging that defence as best he can, but the defence is strong to this point. Fasogbod going low.
Leave him alone, don't touch.
A couple of minutes into double figures on the phase front here. Sale, O'Flaherty, caught by Williams. Gloucester doing a fine job defensively here, dragging Sale back. They're struggling to puncture that game 9. Maybe they'll find it now through Dugdale, who's hit hard in contact. But the offside line breached, Oz.
Yeah, I think we're already seeing the style of plays from both sides that we're going to see tonight. It's going to be very open. We always talk about the DNA of these two sides. They're both based on physicality, or historically they have. But then you look at the stats of last week, their 2 big wins of the season. There was over 60 defenders beaten between the two sides and over 30 offloads. So they're playing a much more open style of rugby, and that's paid dividends for them last week for both teams. So I'm expecting to see a very open game, and neither side jackal that much. So Sam's got nothing really to look for this evening.
Maybe attention's focused elsewhere. Sam Dugdale, of course, has been given a variety of roles in the back row to spend a lot of time behind both Tom and Ben Curry. He's been put in that 8 shirt more often than not this season. Up goes Bamba, and the drive is good, and Longstaff has it. Working them all towards that shorter side, seemingly. Have Gloucester managed to stifle it? Looks like they have. James Fenter right in the mix. So Sale reset again. Ford looking for that short line up the middle. And the ball stripped in contact. Hoofed away with real gusto. O'Flaherty back behind halfway. Alamano with an excellent chase to go with the kick. Here's for Mullen. You want it open, Austin, you've got it.
Yeah, well, Sale, they return kicks more than any other side, particularly with Carpenter back as well, who's been really good for them. They've missed him in recent weeks with his injuries. I always think when Sale go wide, Ford comes back into his own when he then goes back to the inside channel, closer to the ruck.
Enough of the face play. George Ford to the boot, Barton underneath that. Williams to Seb Blake. He's missed the last 3 with injury. Gloucester happy to have him back in the ranks.
Use it!
She goes from Tomas Williams. Loader challenging Carpenter, and Loader has won possession here for a moment at least.
You must be on your feet. You win the contest in the air and then play the ball on the floor.
I think that was Freddie Thomas whose intervention on the ground didn't find favour with Sarah Cox.
It is open, but physically, I think Gloucester would be really happy. There was a 10-phase defensive set where Sale couldn't burst Gloucester. Then there was the defending of the Sale maul. Then there was this off the maul where they want to send low up. They put a big physical shot in, got the turnover. It's still been a good physical start, and both coaches have said about the importance of physicality in this game.
And a little knock on from Gus Waugh, which has found...
Good to see Max back. He showed it in shades, that sort of first phase ability he has, that carry to get over the gain line. So two of them together, I think, is a lovely pairing. Would like to see a little bit more of that Max and sort of player in shot there. You want to have double-figure carries, 10+ carries, really get a good first phase, and opens up the pitch then for Gloucester phase 2.
Right, let's start again. Give each other space. Give each other space. Get the vibe. Fellas, stop looking at him. In we come,
I think
please.
he's one of those who, at times, Gloucester have kind of struggled to... Well, partly there's been fitness issues, haven't they? And he had that knee problem, ruled him out of the Six Nations. But he's one of those players you want to see on the ball as often as possible, and they haven't quite found the space and the time for him in the period of time that he's been at Gloucester. Maybe now that partnership can blossom over a longer period. The chemistry can gel between them.
But on the wing a bit, isn't he, in seasons gone by? He hasn't really nailed down one position because he's quite versatile. So, yeah, sticking with these two boys at 12 and 13, and you're looking at the Sale back line. They're strong at 12 and 13 defensively as well. Marcy White, Marius Lowe. So where they're going to find that soft shoulder off a set-piece scrum line out, probably going to be a busy night for George Ford. They need to manufacture those soft shoulders off set piece.
Here's Roebuck on the counter. Forward to Van Rijn. Ford running onto the ball. Pleasingly, decent momentum at the moment. Van Rijn again, looking to set the target on halfway. Ford. Marcy White, O'Flaherty arriving, and now for Mullen. Lovely little offload, soft hands for Roebuck. He's worked that beautifully. Longstaff is moving at speed, and Longstaff has the score.
I've got all of that as momentum.
A try in the last round, a try in this. There's no hooker crisis at the Sale Sharks. Alfie Longstaff's got it all covered.
It's a really good finish, isn't it? I think the crowd below us are booing because they thought the pass from Vermeulen was forward, but the way O'Flaherty times his run onto the ball is spot on. This ball to the outside now from Vermeulen, that's what they're booing about, but that's fine. And it's a lovely in and out run, isn't it, from Roebuck? Just a shoulder pass. What a really well-worked try that is from Sale. The shape's excellent, the attack. Vermeulen's ball's lovely on the outside. And then that's what you need from your front row. A run in from 15 metres.
Well, the momentum got him there, didn't it? Just about. No Cowan Dickey, no Ethan Kane. They've had to rethink things a little bit. Probably playing a little bit ahead of time in real terms for Alex Sanderson.
I love the pace that Vermeulen put on this ball. See how he hits that ball there? He hits it at such pace, and it just means that it drags in Thomas Williams and another Gloucester defender. Their attack coach is always saying put pace on the ball, don't catch it static. Because Vermeulen caught it at such pace, obviously it was a lovely pair of hands to release it as well. Really injected that speed onto the ball. It was great play.
Atkinson deep with the restart.
Okay, onside. Use it! We're there, Gloucester.
Short, well short of Barton, so in goes Loader.
Let the ball come.
Atkinson. Trenholm.
Ball on the shoulder.
Atkinson again. Injection of pace. Seb Atkinson releases Barton, who nearly slipped free. O'Flaherty did well to hang on to a boot. Williams. His range of passing that caused a lot of problems for Exeter a fortnight ago. Ricardo Ruskin looking for that late delivery to Freddie Thomas, and forward it goes.
Just looking back at the try, Ali, and the decisions that a winger has to make and how much damage he can do defensively. You look at Loader on the outside here. He's looking inside to his centre, and whatever he does, that's the corner defensively. You've got to really follow, but not always. So if he steps in, you've got to go with him, when really what you want to do is back off, pull yourself out, get tight and back off. Now, if Loader backs off now, he can take those two people on the outside and use the touchline as the fifth defender. But the moment you step in and someone like Vermeulen's hitting it at pace, they're round the corner and it's try time. Winger, I think, is the hardest position on the field to defend, particularly nowadays in the modern game, because the speed and the pass from all sides in the Prem is top-notch. I'm not having a criticism of him, I'm just showing you how difficult it is. A little bit of criticism, I suppose.
You're so reliant on those inside you, aren't you?
You are,
but exposed very easily.
I think if you're as quick as Loader, one of the other things you can do is stand a lot closer to your 13, and then you can react quicker. If you're 5 or 6 metres away from him, you get caught in no man's land, and it's much more difficult. Stand closer to him, and then just use your pace to drift with the pass.
Attempted spiral bomb from George Ford. Quite catch it clean. Blake. Aaron Andrews keen to get off the line for Sale. Atkinson puts it up there for Carpenter. Loader piles in. And in comes Barton to assist with the clear out. Sale protects it well enough. Here's a Poku for Jaw.
Okay, all done, Reds. Right here. Use it. Stay on side.
Shorter box kick, this one from
Back off, Red.
Gus Wall. Atkinson finding space here and outstripping Gus Wall, looking for the tunnel pass. Oh, he's done brilliantly to get that away. Just evading the fingertips of Ben Loader. And Carpenter comes away with it, but not before the ball's gone forward. And then subsequently touches found.
How good is the break from Atkinson? And then his footwork, doesn't make the decision too early. Steps on the outside with the gas. This is a good angle of it. Steps away, accelerates. Now he's thinking, right, how do I get this into a try? Little hitch kick, step off the left foot. Arguably could have kept going. I think really good defence actually from Ford, not to bite in, not to make an early decision. He has been so good for Gloucester this year.
No, it all goes backwards for me. Oh, I have no idea what you're on about.
Up goes Trenholm. Fired out by Tomas Williams.
All on
And
the chest.
crash it up the middle. And it's forwards again.
That's good defence from Sale. They'll know that Max Llewellyn was going to come up off first phase. I was expecting it. I sort of mentioned, you know, that Gloucester have been trying to use him. He goes into that midfield. It's a great shot on him. Gloucester can't build any momentum.
So much harder for him, Sam, though, because ball's off two in the line out. So by the time the ball gets to, look at the difference. You throw the ball off two here, you've got to make a 20-metre pass from 9. The tackle line comes way beyond the gain line. So a guy of Llewellyn's strength and power hasn't been given his advantage. It's been taken away from him. You've got to get that ball at 4, 5, 6 in the line out, and then he's absolutely ploughing over the tackle line.
That's a good point, that. When I saw that stat then, 49 out of 51 throws, my first thought, maybe it's a bit cynical of me, was, but how many of those have been at the front? You know, how many of those are a quality middle and back ball where, you, like you say, it shortens that pass by 10 metres.
Big old scrum from Gloucester, but it's Sale ball. And Ford's missed pass for Roebuck. Atkinson nails his man.
Oh, good turnover.
Great work over the ball from Loader. Given the reward by Sarah Cox.
On his feet, we're clear left.
It's really good defence, Ali. Look, doesn't bite in, bides his time, makes the tackle, gets in a good position, gets strong. You're not going to move in. The guy's a horse.
He's so powerful, isn't he? You know, even and 1 minute before that was an excellent kick chase, big shot. He's really good at the moments which some wingers might not appreciate or might not value, rather, but those efforts, competing at breakdowns, kick chase, physical, brave. I really like him.
I think that's a summer, isn't it, for Skibbs? He goes to players like him and say, last year you didn't really do that much, mate. How good are you going to be this year? It's up to you then as a player to progress, get better, and then the team benefit.
On that ball from Arthur Clark. Trenholm again. Ploughing upfield.
No!
Williams. Atkinson. As well to ride that challenge. And again, Tomas Williams is fizzing into position. Atkinson there in a hurry. Blake now. Better from Gloucester this. Clark. Williams, players flooding around the corner. Seb Atkinson finding Charlie Atkinson. Barton, here's Joseph. Tucks for the line and drives beyond the whitewash. A little bit short with the ball. Not for long though, Gloucester. Trucking through the middle. Matias Alamano. Quality score from the Cherry Whites.
And the key to that, Troy Alley, was just speed of ball. They got that really quick ball off their first carry off the set piece. Then every single ruck from this point was quick. Gloucester do well. You can see the players folding to get width. It's Joseph who's folded all the way around to get that extra number. They work really hard off the ball. And there he is, he's that man who makes that half break that they desperately wanted. Then a lovely hard short line. Sale are quite slow to get into position, probably because of the successive quick rucks that Gloucester managed to achieve. But really good speed of ball, really good attack from Gloucester.
Oh, has he lost it? I think he's lost it.
Just slow down, Sarah.
I think he might have lost it. He landed short of the line.
He's already setting up, Dean, and taking it.
Well, we got some high-quality directors working on TNT Sports for you.
Yeah, no.
Just getting one more angle, Sarah. Hold on.
I think
No stone left unturned.
I think he's short of the line, Ali, and then
Steady.
there's the carry.
Steady.
He's definitely short of the line there. Then he places it, but I think before he places it, he might have a bit of separation.
Yeah, we just one more angle. Hold on.
Okay, time is off.
So he's short there. Is there separation? This is the angle. I would say yes.
I've got that ball on the line,
Sarah,
Dean.
we have a knock on. He's lost control of it before the line and rolled it over with his arm, having held it in his hand.
Okay, put it up on the screen, please, Dean.
Here comes your best angle, Sarah. Ball is lost short from hand to arm and rolled over the line.
So you've got clear separation,
Yes.
is that what you're saying,
Yes.
Dean? Okay, so you're going to say that there's no try,
No
is
try,
that correct?
knock on in the field of play.
Knock on in the field of play, so scrum 5 metres
Yes.
to Sale. Okay. Right, back to me, Dean. I've got a decision. Okay. There is no try. It is a knock on. It'll be a scrum.
Well, that's a very disappointing outcome for what was
Variance.
an excellent bit of rugby from Gloucester. So slick, so fluid, but ultimately
Come
the
here,
execution and the
or
fine
don't.
analysis not quite there.
But it's good play, isn't it? From Gloucester in
We've
the
got a lot
setup.
of
Look how
questions
quickly
today.
they get round the corner. Ford
You've got
bites
a
in
lot
and
of
then bounces
questions
out. But by the time he bounces out, he
Knock on.
can't get to Loader. He goes high on Loader. Arguably, that's a penalty try in the corner for Loader. But
No, we checked that.
they're
It's just
starting
over the
to
shoulders,
really
nothing on the
put
neck.
good
Okay.
continuity and phases together. There's a play they ran before, actually, where Tomas Williams stays out of the scrum half position. They ran it last week, 2 weeks ago, and scored a try from it. Sale have seen that. They've done their analysis. This time they make a tackle on the halfway line, but it's starting to click now, those phase plays for Gloucester.
So an important defensive scrum here for the Sharks. Ralph McEachran on that Sale loose edge side, packing down against Afo Fazogbon. Ricardo Loskin and a pocket for Joe, and a right old ding-dong on this side as well.
Be very careful how you speak to me.
Well, we couldn't see that far side. There was an almighty shove from Gloucester. They coordinated that perfectly. When that ball comes in, they just want to snap and get through as an 8. And they did that. You get the engage, and as soon as that ball comes in, watch Gloucester snap. Bang, they all get through, and they're going forward. Rapava Ruskin just loses his feet. If he held his feet there, they would have gone right through them.
Well, little doubt in his mind where the balance of power lay. Keep a close eye on this. Another big surge from Gloucester. Sale struggling, Dugdale doing so well.
Brilliant pick-up that from Dugdale.
Gloucester with the penalty though. Fanta all over it. Well, big signs at the scrum for the Cherry and Whites.
Two excellent scrums, brilliant scrums from Gloucester. Dugdale does so well to actually get away so quickly. It must have been a really clean strike back to his feet. But Vento was quick off the base, straight back on the ball. He'll be hard on the ball tonight, Venter. Haven't seen as much in this season as we would have liked. A bit more of a traditional poacher at 7. But brilliant scrum.
Well, we love it when we get a big scrum battle. Looks like we've got a really big individual scrum battle as well between Rapava Ruskin and Apoku Fujor to look forward to for the duration tonight. Two that really pride themselves on their set-piece work. Blake, it's worked out though for Gloucester. Williams gathers it up. Llewellyn straightens on the angle now and sets it up. First man there is Williams. Here's Fazogbon looking to plough onwards and beyond. He's held over the line.
Oh, he gets turtled, Al.
That's what I thought.
He gets turtled. He does everything right, keeps his shoulders forward, and then just as he hits the line, he goes to go down. There's a pass. Llewellyn does well, doesn't he, to make the ground. Does the right thing not to pass steps. Good tackle from Apoku for sure. Brings him down. And then on this carry, you just think he's scoring here. Get your shoulders down. Get your shoulders down. Gus Ward does really well.
Yeah. Folding underneath and Ben Bamber in amongst it as well. Sale release. Some pressure at least. Oh, that's one bouncing into touch.
Is that bounced in first and then out? Yeah, bounced in first and then out. All right.
Right, let's come off.
So influential in the week of Quins, in the aftermath of the devastation against Saracens. George Ford on defensive detail here. Williams. Atkinson. Good progress made by Seb Blake. Seb Atkinson again. Barton, space opening up. Charlie Atkinson tries to get past Joe Carpenter, who stands firm defensively. Some quick ball though again, and Sale being stretched every which way at the moment. Freddie Thomas on the move for Gloucester. Need to find the killer touch in the 22. Eluded them to this point. Llewellyn has lost the ball. Ford's onto it for Sale.
He's developed that skill over the years, hasn't he? He doesn't hit you with the shoulders, but he gets his hands underneath the ball and always goes for that rip. I think that's 2 so far this evening. But how good was the pass from Rapava Ruskin in the midfield? When he's good, he's very good, isn't he?
High-quality performer. Let's have a word with Warren Sprague, part of the coaching setup with the Sale Sharks, of course. Warren, what's your take on the opening 20 here? Where's the balance of power?
Well, we're ahead of the scoreboard, but and I thought we were brilliant for the first 5 or 6 minutes. But since then, we've just trying to stay alive. Really, they've had us under loads of pressure at the scrum, field position, territory, and we've been lucky a couple of times with a knock on. And Gus did a great job holding up there. Fordy just stripped him inside our 22. So at the moment, we're just about hanging on. We need a couple of back-to-back positives here. We need to keep well, have a defensive set and some sort of penalty or something around the middle to get some field position.
Thanks, Warren. I think things are brewing again. We better concentrate. Thanks for your time. Here is Williams. And a big, powerful surge from Seb Atkinson. Lovely from Blake. Soft hands to Thomas. Longstaff having a big, long search at the breakdown. Lovely again from Rapava Ruskin. Loader.
Now you're pinning in there. Let the ball
Got some
come.
touches, hasn't he? Rapava Ruskin. Here's Fasogbon. Props to the four at the moment. Atkinson, oh, that's just fired a little bit too quick and snaffled, and Thomas is away. He's got the beating of everybody. Barton couldn't catch him, Atkinson won't, and Sale steal in for a second score after absorbing so much pressure. Gloucester had been building and building and weren't able to convert. Sale do, O'Flaherty does, and they double their tally.
Oh, Vermeulen flies off the line here. You wonder whether that just puts off Atkinson a little bit so his pass isn't on the money. Sale come up with brilliant line speed. So initiated by Vermeulen, but O'Flaherty comes up into the passing lane as well, picks up the crumbs and shows some great pace to finish it off. That's an error from... They've been a little bit sloppy in the carry at Gloucester, haven't they? Been a few times they've gone in for a hard carry, they've knocked it on and lost that ball in contact. Sale pounced very well.
So they're either in line or behind him.
It's all good, it's all good.
Through goes the conversion, Oz.
Yeah, Sam's absolutely right, actually. Vermeulen just affecting the timing. Look how quickly he comes off the line. He absolutely blitzes into Atkinson. Unfortunately for Atkinson, he's got no one on his inside to pick him off, so he has to go through with the play. That just sets their timing off. You see those two guys in between. They should really be looping underneath. And then if he gets the ball in clear ground, you're not stopping him. I love the little high knees. Added a bit of high knees in for drama, didn't he? The run in.
11th of the season for O'Flaherty. Bamber reaching highest for Sale. Oh, sucker blow that for Gloucester after creating so much in the opposition half.
Wait here, just drop. Just stay there. Use it!
Oh, the tap down from Loader and right at the bootstraps of George Barton. So scrum time again and a Sale put in.
Yeah, I want Thomas to go. Thomas to go, yes. As soon as he sees pen advantage, you know, first thing, Thomas tap and ball, go. Have a go. If not, George Barton get us in the corner as much as he can.
Okay, well, let's have a look to see what this hit is like and whether you've got a thumbs up. Well, you already have a thumbs up.
I've already got a thumbs up, yeah. See, they're in a great spot there. The boys have done really well. That's a great scrum in terms of opposition ball.
Well, back to you, Ali.
Good stuff, guys. Pack mentality, love it. Quick ball, wasn't it? Quick hook and out. They recognise there's no point messing about Sale at scrum time tonight. They get involved in an extended battle. They're going to come out second best by the look of things. So quick ball, everything. And they have momentum, they have possession, and they have an advantage as well. Taken on by McEachran.
Chance to go to 2 scores as well, Ali, if they want to kick that penalty.
Bamber, ball dislodged, but backwards. Ford searching for the space for Roebuck. Williams is onto it, but back we come for the penalty given up a little while ago on the far side.
Just see what you do here.
Twice.
Personally, I'd kick this. Take it to 2 scores. They're going to go to the corner. It was actually more central than that. I thought it was right in front of the post, but maybe there's another penalty after it. Yeah, from that side, maybe you go to the corner. It's quite an easy kick to get 5, 6, 7 metres out.
Ford sizes it up.
He's not getting back on side.
Quite the depth he might have been after, but it's
no problem.
there or thereabouts. That's the other thing we might touch on in a moment, Sam, when this is done, this line out, this phase, is the mentality of what happens when you can't actually make your scrum dominance count. Gloucester are struggling with at the moment. Here's Maasi White. Lays it up for Sale. Opoku for Jaw. So dynamic in the loose.
Away, Red! Leave it!
War. Bamber. Nice line cut by Vermeulen. Really making a menace of himself tonight, but again, Gloucester have turned the ball over. Fenter has it, feeds it away. And Llewellyn has to steer that infield, and O'Flaherty reads it well. Space on the outside, pointed there by Ford. Low. Carpenter chances his arm, looking for the bounce. Picked up by Arthur Clark, who's hit hard by Marcy White. Lowe chased well too.
Okay, hands out! No, hands away! Hands away. No, you're on your hands. Yeah. Use the ball!
Yes, Aaron.
Yeah, Williams' clearance, a strong one. Some jackling work for you to get your teeth into, Sam.
Oh, Venter was brilliant off first phase. You said, how are they going to respond? They don't go to the maul, because Gloucester defended the maul really well so far. So they go to their big carrier. Bang! Venter takes down Marcy White straight away. 2 phases later, Vermeulen, big carrier, gets on the ball. Big hustle at the breakdown, a little bit sloppy in his carry. 3 really good defensive set phases from Gloucester. They're physically fronting up really well, just no accuracy in the 22 at the minute.
Looking to find some space up the middle here. The 2 Atkinsons combining nicely. Ford clinging onto him as best he can. Van Rijn arrives. Here is Fenter. Just a ball of muscle.
No, leave it!
First start in 3 months. And he's hungry for it. Rapava Ruskin lays it up. Atkinson, tricky one to gather that. Marius Lowe gets a boot on it. Gus Moore is chasing hard after it. Brave stuff from Barton. More work to be done defensively here. O'Flaherty pins his ears back. Barton tries to hunt him down, gets the ball away. And Vermeulen turns to try to place it.
He's on his feet and he's
Gloucester doing just about enough.
It's end to end, isn't it? Take a breath. We didn't know what to expect, but it's definitely been entertaining.
Just enough on that.
There's the original pass out the side, goes through the legs, kick through. Then you think Carpenter might get on this, get away. Barton does really well to get down on the ball. And then just as he goes on the outside, you think this is try time. Barton again stops him. And does it? Who gets back over the ball? It's Joseph, isn't it? But if there was a... We're getting towards the end of season awards, Ali, and I've got a new category. It's pass of the season, and this one's already won. This is unbelievable from Williams. It's about a 25-metre pass, really flat, but just watch how Atkinson slides to the outside, creates the space. That's in the lead at the minute. We've got 4 rounds to go. Everyone else, challenge. Whoever wins it, I'll buy you dinner.
There was a tasty example from Tomas Williams last time out against the Chiefs as well, far side of the field, and that
over the top,
50-metre channel over the top. He's at the moment leading the category.
It's halfbacks all over the country now, just preparing their social media with clips that they've got in the clip bank. Show reel, isn't it? They all put their show reels together round about now. Sam's doing a show reel currently, mainly curls, mainly biceps. There's a few shoulder press in there as well.
It looks a good reel, it looks good as well.
Did I see you doing a Bronco, or were you doing some fitness this week?
Oh, I rolled back the years and I tried to do some sort of Bronco type testing, and yeah, it didn't go too well.
I'll have to dig into that. As we get Atkinson, king of the Broncos, by the way, hacking that through to O'Flaherty. War, Bamba, Ford, Marius Lowe, Marcy White. Dug out and fished wide. Roebuck linking nicely with Carpenter. In goes Fasogbon.
Yeah, it's from the side.
Not legal.
George, that's not particularly helpful, okay? Let me deal with that. Absolutely, but I can't deal with that if you're getting involved, yeah?
With Fasogbon there, I wouldn't want him to be discouraged by that. His speed into position was actually really good for a big man. Watch how quickly he gets down. The key to jackling is how quick can you go from high, an upright position, to low. And for a big man, that's obviously hard, but he's bolt upright, doesn't quite come around the gate, but he wins that race to the ball. He's legal, doesn't put his hands on the floor, in the sense his body position is legal, just as entry wasn't, but it's a good effort from a big man.
Clark steals the line-out ball. Fenter, Atkinson to Atkinson. Joseph. Links well.
All back, all back.
Llewellyn has to
All
feed
back
that back. It's a little bit messy, but they've made it to halfway or thereabouts. Thomas. Blake. Trying to play with that zip.
Wait here, stop.
But we know they have in their locker.
50-22.
What a kick that is. Oh, it's immaculate. It's absolutely immaculate. He couldn't have planned that better.
That's an unbelievable kick, isn't it? Over the shoulder. A guy in position in the backfield, Carpenter I think it was back there, gets it over his head. There's the carry. It's a nice little play from Gloucester. They're offloading a lot more now, which was really good for them 2 weeks ago. But look at this, goes back to the short side, takes his head up so he knows where he wants to put it. Over Carpenter's head, gets a little bit lucky with the bounce, but you take your look and here we go, try time for them.
Clark with line-out ball. Gloucester
Down my right!
approaching with serious intent. Blake is shut down just a metre shy of the line. Still they keep it tight.
Shot!
Burrowing hard.
Hands up!
One more pick and go surely is enough. Held up, says the referee. And underneath it, Jacques Vermeulen.
This is an incredible hold-up. There's the first one. Rapava Ruskin, does he get there? He's really close. Tries to find the line. And Vermeulen, look at his knee, really low. And then just rolls him. Judo rolls him over the top.
Teams have got so good at this, Sam, haven't they?
Yeah, I think Gloucester watch this back and they'll think, why are they going into the heavy traffic of Sale? And I'm looking at their backs, so to the Sale's backs, so to the left of that maul. Carry more open field, get open field and try and manufacture your big ball carriers to get against Sale's 10 or Sale's backs, and they're going into the big heavy traffic. I think Gloucester should probably look at that, and they relived that, they go back the other way.
Is Barton. Gloucester.
Tackle!
4 times inside the opposition 22. Nothing to show for it. A penalty here. Must be feeling a real degree of frustration. They've played a lot of rugby. They've had a lot of ball. They've looked really good at various different moments. And still, nothing on the scoreboard.
No, you're fine. You're absolutely fine.
Again, not got the depth on that, Charlie Atkinson, that he would have been wanting. They try so hard to pin it 5 metres out. He's a good 10 or 12. Heading for half-time. Alemano. Williams. Loader. Strong. Brilliant. Had no right to score that. Kept the legs pumping. Saw the line. Carried the men with him.
No, I'm not surprised at that. I mean, some people might say it's weak defence, but he's shown it in weeks gone by. He's got so much power when he hits that contact. He puts some good pace onto the ball. Just that little left foot step, so he finds the middle of the 2 Sale defenders. But he is so explosive. He's shown this time and time again in weeks gone by. No, that's 2 good defenders he's ran through there. I think that's credit to Loader's power as opposed to weak defending.
His first try for 7 months, and a really significant moment for the Cherry and Whites, who have huffed and puffed and really struggled to blow the house down. Barton adds the 2. Suddenly it's a different game. 12 points to 7. Ben Loader's power.
It's the way he sets it up, Ali. Look, he makes everyone think with his body shape that he's going into that pocket there, but then he steps off his left foot and goes to that hole. It's a really good carry. Just by shaping your body in a different way, you take one defender's shoulder and turn him from inside to out, which is a really difficult thing defensively to change your tackle position. Really good finish, that.
Couple of minutes before the break. Up goes Roebuck, challenging hard. Was that forwards off Roebuck in the first instance? the eyes of the referee.
Don't touch the line! Don't touch!
Marcy White. War, backpedaling, and then well met. Fenter and Blake having absolutely none of that. Van Rijn. Sharks keen for something here to punctuate this 40 minutes. Bamba forward to Vermeulen, who's been absolutely everywhere in this first half. A poker for Jaw busy again. Clark at the forefront of the defensive effort. Forward to Andrews. Well back behind the gain line now, Sale. Dugdale forwards. Longstaff running the dummy line. Maasi White handled just about by Thomas Williams, and in goes Trenholm. Wasn't far from the turnover. Here's a poker for Jaw bustling through. Fortunate for Gloucester, Arthur Clark was alive to the threat. And now they've won the turnover. They've dug in really well, Gloucester. When they've had to face the fire, there's been a resolve to their defensive work.
On the line, Barry, and put them on the line, please. No, on the line, please.
They've got a chance. Go on, Ed. Oh, sorry, sir.
Now, we know Rapara Ruskin's great at breakdown, but that's a consequence of competing at the 5-6 other previous breakdowns. Just every single time is either a double shot or they're getting a man on the floor, or they're counter-rucking really well as well. It's just been excellent breakdown hustle.
Lovely ball from Trenholm to Atkinson, less so to his namesake, but there's some space opening up here. Atkinson so sharp onto it, looking for support runners, and couldn't quite get it away to Max Llewellyn. Trouble brewing nevertheless for Sale, who've got just about enough bodies back.
George Ford stopped a certain try there with his defence.
And hoofed away to safety as far as Sale are concerned. What a fascinating 40 minutes. Sale have scored 2 tries to Gloucester's 1. Longstaff fight quickly, but then of course we might have 40 minutes where we barely see a scrum. Who knows? Up she goes from Atkinson, and we're back underway. Taken in by Bamba.
Some more now. Let the ball come! No, let the ball come! It's a tackle! Leave it! Let it come. Use it!
Goswell. Pressure being applied by Alamano. Brilliantly claimed by Loader. Having an influential match to this point. Once of London Irish, of course, took his time out with the Stormers in South Africa, a couple of seasons down there.
Use it!
Just sense if he could stay fit for a decent length of time, we really might begin to see the best of him on a consistent basis. Carpenter calls for the mark. Decent clearance from the Sale fullback. Only Jason Robinson and Mike Haley have started more at fullback for Sale now. And Joe Carpenter.
Good chance for Gloucester now with one of their set-up plays. Route for Sogbonne into the midfield. Trenholm as well. I always think you look at their playmakers now, and you've just got to track them defensively. Williams always has to be at the forefront of your mind. Where is he going to go?
It was a brilliant pick-up for starters by the scrum half. Driven on by Trenholm. Charlie Atkinson arrives. Thomas Williams playing first receiver, then Llewellyn.
It's off his leg.
Fenter is a handful. Proper handful, as Sam Dugdale's finding out. Atkinson throws the dummy, heads through the hole, looks to lift it off the ground, not held. Drives to the 22. That's the additional threat that he poses, ball in hand, Charlie Atkinson. Arthur Clark over the top from Seb Atkinson, and Loader has to check his run and mop it all up.
Gus Ward does really well defensively there, steps out the line, gets in the line of sight for the pass. Stops a nice flow for Gloucester. I think Trenholm's struggling. I think he's got a dead leg.
Tackle made, no, you pulled him there.
Williams.
It's all on the shoulder for me at the moment.
Popped up by Freddie Thomas to Clark. And that looks very sore for Gloucester's key man.
Gus, I'm okay with it. Scrum Gloucester ball.
Oh, that looks like a collarbone job. It's because he gets hit laterally on the side of your shoulders. When you get hit on your arm there, that's when normally the collarbone pops up, because obviously all the force is coming into the side of you.
No foul play, sir.
It's a big shot. Yeah, they're right. There's no foul play, but I mean, Thomas Williams, he's a tough man, and to wince like that with a shoulder, there's certainly no way he's going to carry on playing.
And he had shoulder trouble in March, didn't he?
Scrum their ball, they were last
Problems
in possession.
potentially brewing for George Skivington, and all of Kingsholm will hope that he's quickly back to his feet. Caelan Englefield preparing to do a job. So don't forget, lots and lots more rugby across this weekend. Tomorrow we're at Mattioli Woods, Welford Road, for the East Midlands Derby, Tigers Saints, from 3 o'clock on TNT1, and Bristol Saracens, the tea time kickoff. 5:15 for that one, absolutely key in the top 4 run-in. Sunday, Newcastle Quins from 2:45, that's on HBO Max. And Chiefs Bath, another fascinating encounter at Sandy Park. Can the Chiefs maintain their playoff push? 3 o'clock on Sunday for that one, TNT Sports 2. And our final Premier League game on TNT Sports this season, a big one in the race for Europe. Rivals from Liverpool and Chelsea clashing at Anfield, and we've got all of these other games for you as well. The Emirates FA Cup final, Chelsea Man City, UEFA Europa League final on the 20th of May, the Conference League final, the Champions League final as well, of course, from the 30th of May. A disappointing end to Thomas Williams' night, replaced by Caelan Englefield, and we hope that that is not quite as serious potentially as first feared.
Well, like Sam said, I think it's probably subluxed his AC joint. You can always tell a rugby player, if you ever see them on the beach on holidays in their 40s, it looks like they've got a parrot on their shoulder.
The nobble. Tigers, Sharks here backpedaling as Englefield wants to go quickly.
Shall I go again here? They've got an obvious dominance in the scrum, and I think now might take a senior player from that pack to go, look, why are we going away from the scrum? It's working so well. Work towards another penalty, a yellow card perhaps, and you feel like a yellow card when the game's kind of in a balance now could be a massive moment. There's not really an answer coming back from Sale. Once they get that shove on, they're coordinating it really well, all coming through, so much weight that Sale can't contain. I would have gone for another scrum.
Well, it'll be interesting to hear the views of Lewis Ludlow. Maybe we'll check in with Lewis in a moment or two. He's the kind of man who might have made that call. Up she goes from Blake, taken in by Alamano. Could be a cracking decision if they get over the line here, Gloucester, to go for the corner. In goes Max Llewellyn. Still they rumble onwards. Still heading for the try line. Englefield wants it, might not need it. Alamano, remember, denied in the first half from close range. They've got a penalty advantage.
It's a try, isn't it?
They've made the lurch for the line. There's a second one. Still short. That was Alamano once more. Sale players flying off their feet.
Rapava Ruskin looked to me like he got to the line. To be fair to Sarah Cox, she's right on the button there, isn't she? So she's close to it.
Interesting decision. Scrum taken. Lewis Ludlow, I'm guessing you're nodding in appreciation of that decision.
Yeah, definitely. You look at the way the boys have been going in the scrum.
It's a big old task when you look who you're up against. Rapava Ruskin, as experienced as they come.
Question is, do Gloucester have the composure here to find the execution necessary? They have an advantage. Englefield to Loader, bouncing through. And driven into touch, taking exception to the activities of Jacques Vermeulen, but only for a short time.
I like that from Vermeulen. He's seen that Loader's had some dominance, and he's just monstered him into touch. I mean, Vermeulen's a massive man himself, and he's like, don't come down my channel, but he was great. I love that. It's just shown a little bit of toughness from him.
He pounced Roebuck first, though, didn't he? He absolutely sat Roebuck down. Fortunately, Roebuck had him in his back pocket. They come over and smash him. He still reached for the line. Initial carry's really good. Bounces Roebuck. Fends off Gus Wall. Almost gets there.
Yeah, not far away, was he?
Come on, fellas.
Well, it's going to play out all over again now. Once more to the scrum battle.
Who's going to want to crank it? Here we go.
Gloucester, tight formation behind the scrum. Joseph hugging the right-hand touchline.
I just give it to Loader off the base. On this open side. Here he comes. Let's give it to him. Try and stop him.
Here comes the squeeze. Englefield, Atkinson, pirouettes. Llewellyn, oh, that was read really well by Sharks, and Ford's got a boot on that. But back we come for a penalty against Sale.
Norris low defensively, very strong there. They tried to use that very old-fashioned play, wrap around, close your shoulders, and took it in the stomach of Llewellyn. They didn't buy it.
Give me a second.
Won't be too far away from a yellow card here, Sale, you think?
Stand over there and I'll come and talk to you in a second. Go and stand over there and I will deal with it. I need to see a better picture from him at the moment, okay?
What's the point? What are you not happy with?
We've been penalised twice, okay? Down here he's on the arm, and in there he's changed his ankle and then collapsed, okay? We need to change the picture. We need to change the picture. I've just told you. That's up to you to deal with this now.
So this is where I think Seb Atkinson was good. He didn't rush up into Sarah Cox and say, that's 3 penalties, that's 4. You're better off gently going up and saying, how many have you got? How many is that now? And it just reminds them, certainly the referee, how many penalties there are. They say, we're going to go for another. And I tell him, he was quite verbal, we're going to go for another. And she knows then that when you got 4, it's going to be tough not to sin bin someone. You got 4 in a row in the last 4 or 5 minutes. I think Gloucester played that pretty well, didn't rush up into Sarah's face.
So changes being made here, strategic. James Harper coming on, and Tumi Onasanya as well. So the 2 young props for the Sharks making way.
Time is on. Keep the space,
and these boys a little bit more experienced. Lewis, just give us a quick insight into the technical expertise of Valrapava Ruskin as well, please.
Yeah, there's a lot to like about him, other than the fact he's absolutely ginormous. He's very strong, and as you see here, once he gets go forward, there's no stopping it. It all comes from Seb in the middle, really. Seb's the leader of that front row. Afo has to get out in front, and then Val brings all that weight behind him, and hopefully leads to another penalty here, which has got to be a yellow card, surely.
The voice of reason at Kingsholm anyway. Lewis, thank you. This one's going to be reset all over.
They closed his space there on the far side, Rapava Ruskin, so bent his back. He couldn't get into a strong position. Look how high he is. His back's bent, his bum's high. So they're just trying to close his space, get really tight on him before the hit.
Come on, fellas, let's start building.
To be fair, he doesn't try and bind either, does he?
Don't stop playing.
So that job now falls to James Harper on the Sale tight head.
See if he gets really tight on him again, Ali.
Still, the scrum is dominant from Gloucester. They have the penalty if they need it. Quick hands, Loader into space. Barton driving hard and low. Plenty of Sale bodies in the way. Fired a little bit wider. Couple more would do it. Sale on the scramble. Atkinson darting through. And Gloucester have what they came for. Charlie Atkinson takes the applause. But he'll be heading straight to his pack with a great big nod of gratitude, I suspect.
Well, of course, it comes from the scrum dominance and finally converted into the 22, which they struggled so badly in the first half. You felt Gloucester might have been the dominant team overall in the first half, but a nice start to play. You felt Loader got that ball away a little bit sooner. There was some space out wide, but they do quite well to build back in. Then it's just to the power game. This is a good pass away from contact. Really good defence from Roebuck. He's all or nothing there. He comes off his line, he gambles. They do fold around the corner, probably a bit too hard. They fill the field really well with Woodman, but just go through the gap in the middle and take their eyes off the ruck defence.
Barton puts Gloucester in front for the first time in the match. What a good moment to bring in George Skivington, the Director of Rugby, for the Cherry and Whites. George, you'll be delighted to see the pendulum swing on the scoreboard at least, and finally your scrum pressure beginning to tell.
Yeah, I think we've created quite a lot in the game, obviously, but not being clinical enough and not putting enough points on the board. So, you know, it kind of feels like there's a lot of good endeavour and a lot of hard work, but if you don't make it pay, it's not for a lot. So, you know, nice to get a bit of reward there for the hard work.
Obviously, big conversation at half-time, certainly amongst our lot, over the handling, because you, as you say, creating so much, plenty of dominance, plenty of territory, quite a lot of handling errors.
Yeah, definitely, and again, it's frustrating because a lot of the stuff was good, but we talked about it at half-time. You know, there's got to be some fundamentals have got to be better. You've got to respect the off-the-ball work. You've got to support a little bit better than we are, and I think everyone was sort of snatching at, you know, making a break and snatching at it, and probably getting a little bit selfish with their actions. So, you know, I think hopefully second half we do the basics a little bit better, and hopefully that puts us in a good position.
Any early prognosis for Tomas Williams?
No, he didn't look too comfortable, and obviously shoulder kept him out for a couple of months early in the season, but I'm not even sure if it's the same shoulder, to be honest, but fingers crossed, not too bad.
Okay, thanks George,
Thanks,
appreciate it. Well, there is a different feel around the place at the moment. Scrum dominance, now line-out trouble for Sale. And the shed getting noisier by the minute.
There's obviously still Champions Cup rugby at stake for these teams. They want to be in that top 8, but you know, if you're glass half full from a Sale Sharks perspective, you know, it's fantastic exposure for these young men. You know, they're great academy graduates, and you know, this game isn't going to define these players. They've been great in weeks gone by as well, but this is fantastic exposure for these young guys, and we'll be watching these boys again next season, maybe the season after, being real dominant forces. It's because of these experiences that they get now, and they're still doing really well. You know, Sale are right in this game, but it's great exposure for this young Sale team moving forward into next season.
I guess the other thing is it's been really clear from both sides tonight, because there is this narrative at the moment, without promotion relegation, games like this towards the lower end of the table, there's nothing much hanging on them. You look at the way everybody's going about their business out here tonight, you're in no doubt they all mind an awful lot.
Oh, you want the respect of your coach. You don't want your coach to think that you're off just because there's nothing on the game. You want, for your teammates, your coaches, you want to have a tough reputation and be a fierce competitor. You never want to lose that. It doesn't matter where you are in the league. It's your pride in your own personal performance. So absolutely that will never go, and we're seeing plenty of spice tonight.
Alfie Longstaff off the field now, and Wills Austin is on, another academy boy, 21-year-old, been on loan with the Dragons. Welsh under-20s player, now sandwiched between Monasanya and Harper.
Binds! Sets!
Sale holding that pretty well. Atkinson up the middle. Look at the leg drive. High-class stuff And George Ford doing his level best to hold him up. Englefield, he's fired that far too hard at Atkinson, who really had no chance. Blue shirt swarming all over it. And Englefield fishing in amongst a forest of arms and legs.
Llewellyn does unbelievably well in there to stop the counter ruck.
Okay, well done, don't pull them in. Use it!
Englefield, and that's gone pretty much straight up in the air. And plenty to do for Joseph. That's gone forwards from O'Flaherty. Bunted away to Charlie Atkinson. A lot of space in the backfield. Ford having to make plenty of ground.
Keep going, keep going.
Atkinson. Oh. Fabulous stepper. Barton. Suspicion of a forward pass, but onwards we go. Again, these balls are being flung out at high speed, not very sensitive at the moment, Gloucester in their delivery. And Gus Waugh hasn't got hold of that properly either. Arthur Clark's underneath that.
That was a good left foot shin from Gus Waugh. That'll be shown in the review on Monday, no doubt.
Gun here, gun here, gun there.
No.
All out. All out.
Fenter.
Don't scream at me. Don't scream at me.
Just somehow finding some space. Van Rijn thrust out the side of the ruck. And Cherry and White's going to the air again. This is a better weighted kick from Englefield. And Joseph got up, but I think that's Harper underneath it for Sale. Woodman.
There's a couple of cheap shots just kicking in at ruck time at the minute, Ali. Might just want to watch this up. Could go off in the next 10 minutes. A few guys just hitting each other off the ball.
And Gus Waugh swivels on it, and from just inside the 22 makes ground almost up to halfway. Front rows changing again. All change for Gloucester. Rapava, Ruskin, Blake and Fasogbon, they've been standout. They really have provided an area of great strength for Gloucester this evening. They've not always got their rewards for it. Big shifts all round. Blewett, Inard and Knight now on in their place. Llewellyn.
No.
Atkinson. Quick pull. Joseph on the 10-metre line. Big intervention from Ben Baumer.
Get away, Sale! Tackle!
Clark hit hard by Van Rijn. And little tip-ons working nicely for Cherry and White's Joseph. Just a tiny glimmer of light there for him to work with. Englefield over the top. And they'll take territory for now. Loader was hoping it might stay in field.
Yeah, no worries.
Chance to apply some pressure to another young hooker, though, at line-out time.
I apologise, man.
Big spotlight down there, close to the shed.
Have you got him?
Aaron Reid on for Sale.
No, just 2 seconds. We're still making the subs. Hang on.
I wonder if that HIA, Ali, is from that carry from Loader in the corner, but that was a good 7 or 8 minutes ago, wasn't it?
Ready? Thank you. Liam, come. Yep.
So Roebuck, inspecting the gum shield as he headed off for his HIA. So Aaron Reid on in his place. And Gloucester, meanwhile, looking to build something here on the 22. Clark rummaging onwards, brought down by Van Rijn again. Tackle count on his part is, as ever, really strong. That's loose from Atkinson, picked up by Joseph.
No! No, good work. Well done.
Fenter. Good tackle from Austin. Not you. Into the midfield again. Lovely timing of the run. Arthur Clarke in the clear. Hit that to perfection. Right on the shoulder. And Gloucester just beginning to flex their muscles.
Yeah, it didn't feel it was far away, did it? They're doing so much good stuff in this game, particularly in the first half. You felt they're only a couple of accurate passes away from really unlocking this Sale team. It's a really late ball at the line. And O'Flaherty gets ahead of that ball. It's nice from Gloucester, there's good patience from Gloucester, but just get a little bit disjointed, this Sale defensive line.
Oh, it's forward.
Sarah,
it's forward.
Pass, the last pass to number 4 comes.
Oh no, that's such a shame.
It'll be the second of the night to be tripped off for Gloucester.
Pass to number 4, hands go forward.
So the ball clearly leaves the hands forward, yep.
Little doubt, little doubt.
Comes the other angle, this is your best angle.
It's very clearly forward, isn't it, Dean?
Yes.
Okay, back to me, please. The ball very clearly leaves the hands forward, therefore it is a forward pass, no try.
There's no arguments there. I think of the Alamano incident as well in the first half. They're not far away, Gloucester, from really being able to put Sale away. They've created the opportunities, they've been dominant at set piece, but
I understand why you asked.
I think they're going to finish this game, irrespective of the score, quite frustrated with some of the opportunities they might have left.
They've had a good 20 points, haven't they? I think after Sarah Cox comes on the stadium microphone and says it's no try and the crowd boo, she should say, it's not my fault. I didn't throw the pass. We're only here to look after the laws.
Another change to the Sale back row. Sam Dugdale's off. And Seb Kelly is on to the flank. There's Tristan Woodman. And that means that Famulan's packing down at number 8 now. Once again, so much weight coming through from Gloucester. Marius Lowe does well to get that away. George Forwards. Hacked forwards by Luke James, who's onto the field as well now.
Always in front and advancing.
Gloucester off the
Number
hook.
12, always in front and advancing.
So line-out time just outside the Sale 22, where we will find Brian O'Driscoll and Lewis Ludlow.
Lewis, I'm interested to know, a team like yourselves, do you have 10 different calls for different parts of the field, or are you a team of limited numbers where there's a couple of options and everyone knows what you're doing?
Yeah, as you can see, boys are running with speed, so we know there's a couple of options. Great ball there in the middle to Matty. Now the boys are going to play. We've got, hopefully there's a bit of advantage there. No, there isn't, and now we're into our move. We know that move's being called on the halfway line. Jack has called it and we're away.
There you go, Ali, back to you.
Englefield buzzing in and around the ruck. And Thomas tries to muscle his way to that 22-metre line. Atkinson again, powering onwards. So strong in contact. Thomas once again. Inard waiting. Arthur Clarke arriving. Englefield. Blula. Jack Clement with us. First carry for him. Inside the 22 again. Gloucester searching for accuracy.
There's a good matchup on this side. They get it out to Joseph. It's against War or Reid. Not the tallest guys, either of them. Probably too close now.
Llewellyn. Atkinson to Atkinson. And those two men getting in a tangle defensively. Here's Joseph now. Might have missed their man, but they slowed him up sufficiently for greater numbers to arrive. Here's Dion Blula. Englefield. Llewellyn. Big defensive effort this from Sale right now. Hanging on. Barton clobbered.
No, ball's there. No.
Tightly packed here, Gloucester to the right-hand side. Again, it's Blula, the South African, to within sight of the 5-metre line. Kieran Knight. Little pop-up for Clements. Competing hard over the ball, taken on by Inard. Clements again. Tackle made by Bamba, big clear out. Well beyond the ruck.
Onside! Right here.
20 phases of possession now for Gloucester. And Sale produced the turnover. Just couldn't quite find sufficient invention.
So it's a missed clear out, Ali. Look, see, you just see the two Gloucester players go off their feet. They might argue that Sale are on the wrong side, so they can't get their foot in. But they just missed the player. You didn't even have to survive one or two clear outs. It's what you want to ask. You want to at least... Here we go, there's a better look. See the two arriving Gloucester players, they just fall off their feet, which means that he's almost got a... It's an open goal of a Jackal turnover.
Right.
Well, credit to Wills Austin.
Standing there shouting.
He got right in. Austin over the top and not taken clean by Marcy White. Scrum time again. Popular thing in these parts.
Donkeys.
Well, those two. It's a challenge, isn't it, for Sale with Rob Dupree incapacitated now for the rest of this season and subsequently building for next. Marcy White has played more often than not at 12, but he was a great option there too, wasn't he? Dupree all across that 10, 12, 13 area. Marius Lowe's got good communication skills, good leadership skills. Former captain of the Lions in South Africa. And of course they've bolstered their ranks, haven't they, next season. Alex Lazowski will be in the mix, Joe Marchant too. Got some big signings coming in. Courtney Laws, Nikki Smith.
Crouch!
I wonder if we'll see Lazowski playing 10 more than 12. Saw him play there quite a few times for Sarries, always impressed.
Started life there, didn't he? Started life as a 10 at Wasps, didn't he?
Underneath you.
Before moving.
He's not that old, is he?
Seconds!
13 odd minutes remaining. 2 points the difference.
An advantage here, Ali, if you look at the short side for Gloucester. They're 2-on-1 as they start, which means defensively you're going to have an inside tackle from 9 chasing. They get the penalty.
Their key weapon tonight. We're only really, certainly in this half, beginning to see the true effects of that.
The scrum's been dominant. We've got two brand new front rows on as well compared to the first half. So it's a system thing for Gloucester. It's not just one player who's blagging them. They're all taking the credit. It's been a great trio first half. This second half trio is seeming to cause as much hassle for the Sale pack as well. It's a good system scrum from Gloucester. Full pack credit.
Inard, oh, good intervention from Van Rijn, got up really well. First line out that's gone against the Cherry and Whites on their own throw.
Use it! Make sure you're staying here.
Dom Hansen at scrum half, charged down by Clark. Good levers, good intent.
Is that a statement? Or
pressure on the young 9, just 19 years old.
It's quite a short ruck, that. You know, I think that's something every second row should do. You should be barking at 9, putting pressure on him. If a 9 can hear you, saying you're going to charge him down. It's going to put some doubt in his mind. Second row should be there every single box kick.
Taken in by Harper, not the original plan, but nevertheless a half-decent one from a Sale perspective.
Still not very long, this one either. No chances taken.
Forward, and two men bearing down on him, Alamano and Clark. They're both huge. Here's Barton. The kick pass. Loader off in hot pursuit. It's just too far in advance of him. Kept alive nicely. Here's Vermeulen. Still trucking after a particularly abrasive first 40.
Ford's got to be thinking field position. They've been in their half for the last 10 minutes. Last thing they want to do now, there you go. Perfect option if it gets down to the ground.
Looking for the 50-22 as well. Precision kicking from one of the very best in the business.
Well, that's how you turn a game, Ali. You recognise that you've been under a lot of pressure. You need field position. Don't waste another phase. You could get turned over. You could make a knock on.
Number 11.
Back yourself, back your skill set, which he's obviously got. And now you can steal the game.
Time's on. Fellas, time's back on. Let's go, please.
By Flaherty. Making way.
Step out. Be clearer with your numbers, please. How many? 7.
Crucial moments these for the Sharks. Wills Austin, ball in hand. Finds Bamba. Hansen to Maasi White.
All on the chest.
Dugdale.
Tackle!
Driven back well.
I know, that's let the ball come.
Van Rijn coughs the ball up in contact. Might be something on here for Gloucester on the counter. Englefield links with Atkinson. And they need to reset. Dayan Gwynn arrives.
No, all done. No.
Kicking it in.
It's inside. Use it! Thanks, Jago.
Englefield gives that everything he's got. Takes it up beyond halfway. Sam, time for your contenders.
Yeah, there's only one Sale player. I think even though the game is so tight, I've seen a lot of great performances from the Gloucester lads. Obviously the front row have been excellent, but that's more as a collective. Event has been everywhere. Charlie Atkinson's been a live wire. Ben Loder's been excellent, had some real big moments. Seb Atkinson has massively grown into this in the second half, and Vermeulen's just been a monster all game for Sale.
Possession here for Inard and Gloucester. Joseph. Aaron Reid tracking him. Strong work from Llewellyn there to assist and secure that ball. Sharks scrapping for everything at the moment. Clement holds it back. Atkinson goes wide. Once more, Clark finding himself in some space. Loader.
Done a lot of work in the wide channels, hasn't he, Clark?
Yeah.
Stood on the wing now.
Use it! We're here? No.
Just don't quite understand Sale's tactics. Those last two line-outs.
Back by Blue. Back by Blue.
Comedy of
That's a
errors.
knock-on there that they've missed.
Thump forward, Hansen's on the move, looking for the dribble. And Barton dots down for Gloucester. Body strewn across the turf.
It's a clear knock-on, wasn't it?
Okay.
From the box kick.
Okay, fine. At the moment, we got a goal line drop back. No, it hits it backwards. Goes back towards his own goal line. No, that came off the right
Maybe
hand
not.
for me live. Fellas,
Maybe it's Loder's hand.
Yeah, I think that's what they're saying.
Let's give us a sec.
Then it hits his head. I think he does touch you with his left hand.
I was happy that all of this skates backwards, Dean. Yeah. Okay, and what's the restart, Dean? We're just double checking that it is a goal line dropout. Yeah.
Hansen almost gets there, doesn't he?
Yeah. And Atkinson lost his feet.
One shot. No, I'm just asking for one more view. That's what I'm asking for.
Clever kick from Kelly.
It's off. It's come off blue knee. Yes, it comes off blue knee.
Ford looking to line up the long-range drop goal.
Oh,
he struck it really beautifully. What a drop! What a drop from Ford. Takes Sale in front with 7 minutes to play. On the angle, 45 metres out. Class.
He's trying to do it by himself. First the 50-22, and then this from a good 50 metres on the angle. He's done it here in the past, hasn't he? He's knocked a few over. If Sale go on to win this game, it's down to him. Tactically at the line-out, they've got it all wrong, giving away possession. Gloucester got to find something.
Third of the season, 20th of his Prem career, and at a critical moment, Barton sticks it up, chases it himself, gathers, for only a short time. And Ford again looking to play the game in the opposition half as much as possible. Atkinson. Just wondering if these last few moments have made you wish you could add somebody to your list of contenders, Sam.
Yeah, I've been quickly chatting to our producer now. Can I add him into the contenders? What a drop kick. I mean, that's why you get paid the big bucks in that position. I mean, he's almost spun the game on its head single-handedly. Phenomenal bit of skill.
Van Rijn. Ford. Aaron Reid. You know when there's a stutter that he's just about to hit the gas, but here he's been isolated. Had few options, and with Clemens all over him, that was Gloucester's ball.
That's what we're talking about. Ford's gone over and a right go at the rest of his backs that for not securing possession there. 5 minutes to go. Cannot play any rugby on the halfway line.
So instructive to watch him in these moments, isn't it, George Ford? The programme is whirring, brain constantly ticking over, the comms left and right, forwards and backs, making sure everybody's on the same page somehow or other. Clark couldn't hold it, and Sale have the line out.
Tackle here, there's the ball.
That is a significant moment for Gloucester as well.
Use it!
Hansen. In comes Joseph.
Good contest.
Challenging Reid. Bamba. Ford. Van Rijn.
It's taken back in.
Ford, the controller, sticks this up to challenge the back three. In comes Barton.
Good timing.
And takes it ultimately on the ground, but big ruck from Sale.
Well done, let the ball come.
That actually should have been Sale's ball. Linard comes in at the side on the counter-up to turn it back over.
Atkinson did so well to hang on to that, and he's released his man too. Flying now, absolutely flying, Llewellyn. Turns, presents, Englefield, finds Charlie Atkinson, who finds the hole. Kingsholm on its feet again. That might be enough to see them home.
It's a lovely offload from Atkinson there. Max Llewellyn shows a clean pair of heels, showing why he's been on the wing a little bit, but vitally doesn't look like a miracle offload or pass from there. They just recycle, go again. I thought there might have been a penalty there for hands on the floor. But Gloucester keep their composure, keep the speed of ball, most importantly. Just doesn't allow Sale to reset that defensive line. But accurate from that line break. Atkinson's been great all afternoon, and that could be the killer blow.
Using every last second, George Barton. 21 points to 15, 2.5 minutes remaining.
They found it from somewhere, didn't they? I did think the counter-up went in Gloucester's favour there, and really it shouldn't have. But they capitalised on the opportunity. Llewellyn's had a very good game. Defensively particularly, so strong over the ball. I just think if you're a Sale fan at home watching, you think, actually, that counter-up should have been our ball, should have been a penalty. Could well have been 5 points ahead.
Fine margins. Have they done enough here? They got possession of the ball.
Use it!
Englefield sends it up. Taken by James. Good chase, really strong chase from Will Joseph. Bamba. One last shot at this potentially from 60 metres out. Been impressed with the newcomer in that hooker berth, Wills Austin. He's really thrown himself around tonight in the short time he's had on the field. For Mewlan, Gloucester keen to hold them right here in this area of the field. Forward to Maasi White. Onasanya into the final minute. Forward. Still trying to create.
He's in the way.
Clement not too far away from the Jackal.
Stay there, stay there, stay there.
Hansen. Harper shot down low and early by Blula. See how they're losing bonus point at the moment. Sale got to find a converted try to steal this game. And Gloucester throwing everything at this defensive effort now. The inside ball, Reed. It's read by Danny Ite.
Tackle.
Last few seconds of normal time, but possession everything. Here's Austin.
Hands up.
Clock in the red now. Forward to the line. Wide they go from low. Bit of space opening up for Roebuck.
Oh, that's harsh.
Forwards is the call. And that will bring things to a close. Hence the celebrations in the shed. And a gutsy victory for Gloucester. Only their fourth of the whole campaign. But it's back-to-back now here at Kingsholm. Exeter a fortnight ago. Sale tonight. And it's reinforced the sense all around this ground that maybe there are brighter times ahead after a testing campaign. Sale lose with their bonus point, and they provided plenty of entertainment. We thought for a minute George Ford might have nicked it. Charlie Atkinson had other ideas, and full time sees Gloucester beating Sale by